In this short video, we will explore how you can use the library for your research. My name is Lindsay Blandford, and I'm your academic librarian. I can help you to find, evaluate, and access information. I can also give you information on reference management tools. So, what is a literature review? It's academic writing demonstrating knowledge and understanding of the literature on a specific topic. It will show your understanding of the issues and also your critical evaluation skills. It will also help to highlight gaps in current research and help you to identify research questions. Before we search for information, we need to make a plan. First, we'll ask, what do I need to find out? You can identify keywords and terms for your searches. You then need to think about what types of information that you need and also where to find them. You can identify the themes and keywords in your research question. In this example, we've highlighted the task as well as the 2 questions that we'll need to answer. So now we can use those keywords and themes to develop a further list of keywords. The idea is to create lots of different words that other writers may have used to describe our topic. When we use these in our searches, we should be able to access everything that is out there on our issue. We now need to consider where we will search for information. Library Search is a very good starting point and can give you access to books, ebooks, online articles. Google Scholar is another alternative where you can access online articles and book extracts. We also have databases, which are specialist online resources. Below, you can see a QR code linking to subject guides and also a QR code linking to our database guides. Library Search is the search engine for the library's collections. So this can include printed and online resources. You can use it to scope information on your topic with keywords. You can also use the filters on the left to make your results list more relevant. If you're looking for books, remember to check under the different tabs on your results list. So, under library resources, there'll be printed books, and under digital resources, you'll see ebooks. Here is the library homepage. We can begin by typing keywords into the search box. You can see there's multiple results. We're automatically on library resources, so that's the physical items in the library, and you can select the options from down the left-hand side. This is an item from our repository, and you can see there are also icons for books. If we click on this book here, it's a printed item, so we need to check the table for its details. A 7-day loan will be in the open shelves on each library floor, whereas a 4-week loan will be in the moving shelves, which are at the back of each floor. This one here has a date, which means it's on loan. You could place a reservation for this to be returned. However, we don't need to do that with that copy available. So we're going to have a look now at a different type of book. I'm going to click back on library resources. I'm also going to test out a search tip. So I've put my 2 words within quotation marks to search for it as a phrase. So here is an ebook. We click into the record. We can then click link to CCCU ebooks. And it will take us onto the platform. Each ebook will look slightly different. However, they often have the same features. So we can see the contents and each chapter, which we can download as a PDF. You can view an abstract. We can also use the search within a book option. And this will highlight where our keyword appears within the book and even the extracts of that section. You can also export the reference, for example, if you set up a RefWorks account. Online and printed journals include journal articles, and these are ideal for current research, theory, practice, projects, and campaigns. You can access them by using your keyword searches for individual articles. You can type the journal title in the library search box. You can also click on Find eJournals or Browse eJournals by subject links, which you'll find on the left-hand side of the library search homepage. Printed journals are in the library on floor 2 west. From your results list, click on Digital Resources to see the online articles. You can click on Peer Reviewed and further down Academic Journals options from the left-hand side. When you see an article that's of interest, it will be labelled Academic Journal. You can then click on View Content and Access Content. It will usually take you to the PDF. You can see often there will be an abstract. Now, this is really useful to read the whole of the summary of the article, and then you can decide whether it's useful to continue with this. They'll also have keywords that you can use. There'll be lots of data or discussion. And further down, you'll see a large list of references. And some of these could be useful in your search for information. Google Scholar is another place you can look for academic sources. And there's potentially going to be sources on there that you don't have access to in the library. There's another feature which is great. It's the cited by and related articles under each result. And these can help you to expand your search. You can also link Google Scholar to our library on your own devices. And in the video, which you can see the QR code to here, you'll get guidance on how to do that, as well as other tips. Databases are online specialist collections of resources, and they can offer not only different types of sources, but also a deeper search. You can access them through Library Search by clicking on Find Databases A to Z on the left menu and selecting from the alphabetical list. The QR code on this page will take you to your subject guide, which will provide a list of relevant databases. So, starting from Library Search, we can go down the left-hand menu and click on Find Databases A to Z. If we look for W, we can select Web of Science, which is a database. And you can put your keywords in, just as you'd expect, and you'll be given a list of results. On this particular database, it will be articles, it could be conference papers, proceedings. So here I've selected under the Find Databases A list, I've selected Artful Text, which is another database that includes journals, articles, books, sometimes images and videos. It follows the same principles, although in this particular version, there are filters along the top. So for example, you can select the source type. Here I've selected academic journals. And if you click on Access Options, you can read it online or you can click on the PDF. A lot of these databases will also provide suggestions of related articles. The library has tools to help you with your referencing. Cite Them Right is your guide to how to reference in the Harvard style. It provides lots of examples of references for different sources, including performances, art, software, social media, and more. To access, visit Library Search, click on Find Databases A to Z link, and then select C. So here we can select Cite Them Right from the drop-down database list. Once we reach the database, if we choose our referencing style by clicking on the link at the top and selecting Harvard, you can then see there are lots of different categories for sources. If we click on Books, you'll see the layout, which includes an example of how to write the reference in your reference list and in your citation. We have a short referencing module, which you can see the QR code for below on our Learning Skills Hub, but Cite Them Right also provides an online tutorial, which you can access through the database. You can access the tutorial from the Cite Them Right homepage and the top right link. The library offers a reference management tool called RefWorks, As with any of these tools, you still need to be able to check for any errors. To access it, visit Library Search, click on Find Databases, and then select R. To create a new account, click on Register when you select it from the databases list. And remember to use your university email when registering. So as you can see, we click on Find Databases, then the letter R. And you can see RefWorks with register here in brackets for those that need to create a new account. To log in, if you already have an account, you can use the Open Athens Login by Institution option. Here you can see I have lots of references and I have created folders to store each of these, so you could use it for different assignments or projects. If you were happy with all the references in them, you could create a bibliography or it could be a reference list. However, as I said before, make sure that you check for errors. You can import a reference from Library Search to RefWorks by clicking on the blue button next to your record. You then have the option to place it in a folder or to save it directly into your account. Here's an example of a book reference with the author, date of publication, title in italics, and the publisher details. You can next see a journal article reference example, which also has the author's details, but it also has a title for the article as well as the title of the journal, followed by the details that we would need to be able to access it again. If you're struggling to find a source, we do have the option of a document delivery request, and there is a QR code on this page for you to find out more. We can also offer access to a scheme where you can visit other libraries. And remember, if you do struggle, contact the library as we're always here to help. It's really important that you critically evaluate the sources that you find, as these will reflect on your abilities as a researcher. You can use things such as the CRAP test or the BREAD test to ask questions to interrogate whether this source is credible enough for you to use. If you would like further support with your research process, please book a tutorial with me, your librarian, by either emailing lindsay.blandford@canterbury.ac.uk or using the QR code to book a tutorial.